Her voice cut through the smoky air by the grill. "So, how does it feel being the biggest loser here?" Laughter exploded around the picnic table. My uncles chuckled. My cousins snickered. Even my mom hid a giggle behind her glass. I didn't flinch. I just smiled and said, "How does it feel knowing the so-called loser is about to evict you from her apartment?" The laughter stopped cold. Forks froze mid-air. My sister's smirk faded and confusion spread across her face. That was the moment she realized she wasn't the hunter. She was the prey. This didn't happen overnight. It had been building for years. Growing up, I was always in the shadows. My sister Rachel was the star, the first car, the pricey college, the endless praise. Me? I was the dependable one, the one who picked up extra shifts, the wallet they opened when bills piled up. In public, I was brushed aside. In private, I was leaned on. Every family event followed the same script. Rachel glowing, me fading. When I got a steady job, she called it cute. When I bought my first car, she laughed. "Looks like a tin can." I swallowed it all, but I never forgot. The real break came 2 years ago. Rachel called in a panic. "I'm short on rent, can you cover it?" I had just been promoted. Money was tight but steady. I agreed. The lease was in my name, so I became her safety net. 1 month stretched into 6, 6 stretched into 18. She kept promising she'd take over but never did. She partied hard, flaunted designer clothes on Instagram, and lived loud while I quietly paid the landlord. I told myself it was temporary, that family helps family, but each month, her contempt grew. The more she leaned on me, the more she mocked me. The breaking point came when I overheard her telling a friend, "She's pathetic. She actually thinks she's helping me. Really, she's just my doormat. Loser's good for something, I guess." That word, doormat, sealed her fate. I didn't confront her. I made a plan. The first step was calling the landlord. I asked what it would take to shift the lease fully into my name. He jumped at the idea. Rachel had a terrible record, but mine was spotless. The papers were signed within a week. Next, I stopped paying her utilities directly. I opened a new account so everything ran through me. Her lights stayed on, her water still flowed, but every bill now had my name on it. And then, I waited. Month after month, she got bolder, nastier, acting like she had me trapped. Every insult was another nail in the coffin she didn't even see being built. So when she called me the biggest loser at that barbecue, I was ready. The silence after my words was heavier than the smoke in the air. Rachel blinked, tried to laugh it off. "What are you talking about?" I leaned in, calm and steady. "You live in my apartment. The lease is in my name. The utilities are under me. And last week I filed the eviction notice. You'll be out in 30 days. Gasps rippled across the table. My mom's smile disappeared. My dad looked like he'd swallowed smoke. Rachel's face went pale. You wouldn't." I let my smile sharpen. "I already did. The best revenge isn't loud, it's quiet. It's watching someone crumble in silence." Rachel's laugh cracked, her voice breaking as she argued, "You can't do this! We're family!" Family. That word left a bitter taste. Where was family when they mocked me, when they drained me dry, when they branded me a loser in my own home? I brushed crumbs from my lap and stood up. I'm done paying for my own humiliation. Nobody spoke. Nobody laughed. The same mouths that ridiculed me minutes earlier stayed shut, stunned by the reversal. The eviction went through without a hitch. She begged, she threatened, she tried to drag Mom into it. None of it mattered. The paperwork was solid, backed by a judge's signature. On moving day, I stood across the street and watched her boxes get shoved into a borrowed truck. She refused to look at me. Pride can't handle defeat. But I didn't need her eyes. Her silence was louder than every insult she'd ever thrown at me. Now, the apartment is mine alone, renovated, peaceful, paid for by the very sister who mocked me as a loser. The family still whispers, saying I went too far, that I should have forgiven her. I just smile because the truth is simple. I didn't evict my sister from an apartment. I evicted myself from being their scapegoat. And when I finally turned the key and locked that door for the first time ever, my life felt like it was truly mine.